Hi, I'm Leroy. Welcome back to your favorite channel, Final Scene Story. This time, I'm continuing the Japanese drama titled The Queen's Classroom, Episode 8. In this episode, Hikaru leads several students from Class 6-3 to go on strike, refusing to attend school until Mrs. Maya is replaced with a new teacher. Wow, how will their protest end up? That's why watch this video until the end and of course, enjoy watching. One morning in Class 6-3, the students are surprised by the arrival of Mrs. Maya, who looks completely different from before. This time, Mrs. Maya looks so beautiful, sweet and radiant with a gentle and warm aura. Mrs. Maya says that in the final months of her teaching, Mrs. Maya wants everyone to take care of their health because she wants to spend this precious time together and create beautiful memories with her students. Instead of being happy, Kazumi asks what happened to Mrs. Maya that made her change so drastically. Mrs. Maya replies that this is her true self, the one they've seen until now was just an act. Of course, the students cheer joyfully, believing their final days in elementary school will be filled with good memories with this kind and caring Mrs. Maya. But unfortunately, all of that is nothing more than Kazumi's pleasant daydream, because in reality, Mrs. Maya is still the same cold, strict and ruthless teacher as ever. Naturally, Kazumi feels disappointed realizing how different her dream is from her real life. Since graduation month is approaching, Mrs. Maya reminds the class that they are required to create a graduation project as a keepsake. However, Mrs. Maya postpones that project for now and prioritizes one test after another so they can be more prepared to enter elite private junior high schools. Just as the exam is about to begin, Hikaru suddenly stands up to protest, asking Mrs. Maya to stop holding tests every time Mrs. Maya wants to decide something. Hikaru suggests bringing back the classroom duty rotation since after all Class 6-3 belongs to everyone that way, both the smart students and the weaker ones can equally feel responsible for keeping the classroom clean. Hearing that, Mrs. Maya says Hikaru is just acting like some kinda hero from a superhero movie. Hikaru answers that she is only speaking on behalf of her classmates who feel the same way. If that's true, Mrs. Maya tells the students who agree with Hikaru to stand up. Of course, Kazumi, Hisako, and Yusuke immediately stand on Hikaru's side. Soon after, Erika joins in too, followed by Mari's group and several other students. Seeing how many students side with Hikaru, Mrs. Maya doesn't look intimidated at all because the ones supporting Hikaru are mostly those who aren't interested in entering elite private junior high schools. Mrs. Maya even thanks them, saying they can handle cleaning duty from now on while the diligent students can focus on studying without worrying about classroom chores. After school, the diligent students leave early to prepare for their extra tutoring sessions outside of school. Meanwhile, the other students feel frustrated with Mrs. Maya, who labels them as stupid just because they don't aim for elite private schools. Then, Yusuke gathers the ordinary students to discuss how they can defeat Mrs. Maya. Yusuke says even monsters have weaknesses, so Mrs. Maya must have one too. Kazumi adds that she once heard Mrs. Maya was sent to a teacher training center for 2 years. According to Hikaru, the teacher training center is a place where problematic teachers are retrained before they are allowed to teach again. Hearing that, Yusuke suggests they should demand a new teacher from the principal, saying they don't want to be taught by someone with a bad record. But Hikaru thinks the principal is unreliable, so Hikaru proposes another idea. They should go on strike until Mrs. Maya is replaced by a new teacher. The idea is immediately accepted by everyone because it doesn't involve their parents. The next morning, Yusuke greets Kazumi and says he cannot wait to get a new homeroom teacher through their strike. However, Kazumi doesn't seem as enthusiastic this time because Kazumi feels that demanding a new teacher might be going too far. In Class 6-3, just as Mrs. Maya is about to start the lesson, several students remain standing. Of course, Mrs. Maya asks why. The students tell Mrs. Maya they want her to step down because they want a new homeroom teacher for Class 6-3. Their reason is that Mrs. Maya was once sent to the teacher training center for 2 years. Not only that, the scar on her neck becomes another reason because they strongly suspect Mrs. Maya once committed violence. If that's true, they refuse to be taught by a teacher with a history of abuse. Hearing those complaints, Mrs. Maya actually looks pleased. Mrs. Maya says at least half of her students, the diligent ones, can now focus even more on studying while the other half go on strike. What makes her happier is that she no longer has to think about trivial things like the graduation project, the class photo album, or any field trip together. For Mrs. Maya, the diligent students only need to study hard to prepare for elite private schools. Mrs. Maya insists that final memories in elementary school are not important at all. Mrs. Maya then tells the striking students to leave the classroom rather than distract those who are studying seriously. Hearing that, Hikaru walks out of the class followed by half of the other ordinary students. Meanwhile, Mrs. Maya continues teaching the remaining diligent ones. After the first class ends, the principal blames Mrs. Maya for continuing the lesson while half of her students are on strike. If the principal truly doubts her ability, Mrs. Maya challenges him to just fire her right away. Of course, the principal refuses since the students' graduation month is already approaching. During the second period, Mrs. Maya teaches class 6-3 again, but this time her mental state seems slightly shaken by the ongoing strike. It's obvious when the diligent students politely ask her not to erase the board too fast, and Mrs. Maya immediately snaps at them, something Mrs. Maya never did before. Even when a student looks sleepy, Mrs. Maya throws a piece of chalk at him. Then, when Makoto asks whether the graduation project is really cancelled, Mrs. Maya scolds him harshly and tells him never to bring it up again. Afraid that the diligent students might join the strike too, the cunning Mrs. Maya manipulates them by bad-mouthing the striking students. Mrs. Maya says ordinary students often mock them as weird, boring, nerdy, and other insulting names. Naturally, that provocation makes them angry and more determined to study hard just to prove themselves to the striking students. Meanwhile, the striking students begin to panic. Mrs. Maya doesn't stop teaching and the school shows no intention of finding a replacement for Mrs. Maya. They grow even more restless when they see other 6th grade classes already working on their graduation projects. Back in their storage room hideout, the group feels lost again. It's like every plan they make ends up going nowhere. They start to wonder if Mrs. Maya somehow knows everything about them. Yusuke is especially confused. How can Mrs. Maya always appear right when they are feeling sad or angry? Curious about her past, the students decide to follow Mrs. Maya. They believe that the more they learn about Mrs. Maya, the easier it will be to find her weakness. Later that afternoon, after school, Yusuke and Kazumi are assigned to tail Mrs. Maya all the way to her home. It seems they succeed since Mrs. Maya still doesn't notice they are following her. But their surveillance stops for a moment when Kazumi starts feeling weak and feverish. Of course, Yusuke rushes over to check on her condition. And right at that moment, Mrs. Maya suddenly appears, catching them in the act and demanding to know what they are doing there. Soon after, Yusuke and Kazumi return to the school storage room where their friends eagerly wait to hear what they found. But they don't realize that Mrs. Maya has been following right behind them. Mrs. Maya steps in and says that their effort to spy on her is completely useless. In fact, she is the one who's been secretly following and watching each of them all along. Mrs. Maya even says she's pleased that they continue this pointless strike because that means her diligent students won't get infected by the stupidity of the lazy ones. Of course, that's just Mrs. Maya's way of stirring things up. Mrs. Maya wants the two groups to hate each other and lose their unity. The next morning, Yusuke greets his friends and asks why Kazumi isn't there. Hikaru says Kazumi has a fever and won't be coming today. Then, they all witness a heated argument between the striking students and the diligent ones. The strikers, who were manipulated by Mrs. Maya yesterday, mock the diligent group as bookworms and nerds. Meanwhile, the diligent ones, also manipulated, mock them back as lazy and stupid. Hearing that, tempers flare and a fight breaks out between both sides. From the upper floor, Mrs. Maya watches the chaos with a faint, satisfied smile in her lips. Fortunately, Yusuke manages to step in and break up the fight, asking everyone not to fall for provocation. But Koichi, still angry, mocks Yusuke, saying Yusuke must be frustrated because Kazumi is absent today. Losing control, Yusuke punches Koichi in the face, knocking him down. Almost immediately, Yusuke's expression turns to regret, realizing what he just did. Koichi is then taken to the teacher's office. The vice principal scolds Mrs. Maya for letting such a fight happen, leaving Koichi injured. Mrs. Maya promises the principal that Mrs. Maya will make sure Yusuke gets expelled so Koichi's parents will feel justice is served. The principal disagrees, saying that's too extreme, but Mrs. Maya insists it's deserved. Mrs. Maya says Yusuke was one of the students who led the strike and never took studying seriously. If Mrs. Maya had the power, Mrs. Maya says she would even send Yusuke to jail if Yusuke ever did something worse. Hearing that, Koichi looks uneasy about Mrs. Maya's harsh decision. Meanwhile, Kazumi, who is down with a fever, is being cared for by her older sister, Yukanda. Kazumi asks her what caused Mrs. Maya to be sent to the teacher training center for 2 years and whether the scar on her neck has anything to do with it. Yukanda says that according to one of her classmates who used to be Mrs. Maya's students, Mrs. Maya once hit a very troublesome child, but that student fought back, leaving Mrs. Maya badly injured. Later in the afternoon, Hisako visits Kazumi, who is still resting with a fever. Hisako shows her a drawing she made. It's a picture of Kazumi lying in bed looking sick. On the drawing, there are also written messages from their classmates wishing Kazumi a speedy recovery. Of course, Kazumi smiles happily, feeling much better after seeing it. But Hisako also brings bad news. She says Yusuke hit Koichi and now Mrs. Maya is trying to expel Yusuke from school. Mrs. Maya insists on removing Yusuke as long as the diligent students agree with her decision. Hearing that, Kazumi looks worried, but suddenly she comes up with a bright idea. Kazumi asks Hisako to make an illustration for their class graduation project, something that could involve everyone again so the whole class can be united once more. The next morning, Yusuke arrives at school and bravely walks up to Koichi to apologize for what happened yesterday. Koichi says that even if he forgives Yusuke, Mrs. Maya still plans to expel him from school. Then Takako, one of the diligent students, tries to persuade the striking students to return to school like normal. Hikaru agrees, but she also asks the diligent students not to obey Mrs. Maya too blindly. Koichi admits that Mrs. Maya is indeed annoying, but says they honestly don't know what else to do. While everyone feels stuck, Kazumi suddenly shows up with Hisako. Kazumi invites her classmates to work together on the graduation project Hisako designed yesterday, hoping it can bring everyone back together. A few moments later, Mrs. Maya enters the classroom to start her lesson. But before Mrs. Maya begins, Mrs. Maya asks why the striking students are even in the classroom. Hikaru replies that they have decided to return to class and won't run away anymore. Then Kazumi presents their proposed graduation project based on Hisako's design. Surprisingly, Mrs. Maya allows it as long as they don't disturb the diligent students who are preparing for a late private schools. Unexpectedly, Koichi stands up and says he is willing to spend his time helping with the graduation project. Seeing that, the other diligent students also stand up, showing that they too want to participate. Takako says the graduation project is very important because it will be their final memory together before leaving elementary school for good. Since everyone agrees, Mrs. Maya reluctantly allows them to go ahead. Kazumi and Yusuke are of course overjoyed. Time passes and the students of class 6-3 work happily on their graduation project. Not only do they work at school, but sometimes they also gather at Kazumi's house. The project takes quite a while, days, even weeks, but none of the students shows any sign of exhaustion. Their graduation project is a handmade wooden craft featuring illustration of all their faces carved inside a single kanji character, friend. When everything is finally assembled according to Hisako's design, the students are overjoyed with the result. The project isn't just beautiful, it also successfully reunites everyone in class 6-3. But unfortunately, just when everyone is celebrating, Mrs. Maya suddenly appears in the gymnasium. Mrs. Maya reminds them that beautiful memories are completely meaningless. Mrs. Maya says that once they graduate, they will all go their separate ways and may never meet again. Mrs. Maya adds that the parents of the diligent students will surely be disappointed to see their children wasting time playing instead of studying, while the parents of the ordinary students will be furious once Mrs. Maya exposes all their secrets to them. Right after Mrs. Maya delivers that threat, their parents actually arrive looking rather upset. Mrs. Maya smiles as if to say, "You might think you are united now, but you forget that your parents are still on my side." And that marks the end of episode 8. What do you think about episode 8? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will be reading them. Thank you for watching this video until the end and see you next in the next one. Bye!